Jungkook, you should have gone home. You'll tire yourself. Jungkook said as he walked up to her girlfriend, who was currently causing havoc in his usually peaceful office. His employees always took extra steps to make sure no useless sound was created. He hated noise. But currently, this place was everything but silent. Fine, but I'm here now and I have no energy to go back, she said as she was sitting on his table, legs dangling down. She came straight from her college to meet him because she was missing him. Three, two, one. She yawned and dropped herself on the table. It was big enough she could lay there properly, and still lots of space was left. She chuckled when she looked at his face in a mood to tease him, but he seemed to not mind anything at all. It was a side of him only wine could knew. If anyone else, so far as touched his paper, without his permission, they would have been executed by now. Once he reached her, he trapped her in between himself and the table, half hovering above her. Jungkook, that won't work on me. Or maybe it is working. I'm getting turned on. She squealed and pushed him away, earning a laugh out of him, and sat up with a big smile. Vine, I missed you. He took her in his arms and brushed his fingers through her hair, inhaling into her scent. Vine snuggled into his neck, warmth engulfing her body as he picked her up and took a seat on his chair. Vine was so used to a nap at this hour. As soon as she would return home from college, her body wouldn't work unless she takes a nap. Out of her habit, she was quick to sleep right there, feeling quite comfortable in those strong arms. Jungkook's eyes remained stuck to her. Those were some hours he would watch her sleep. She looked so peaceful and soft at that moment. The world would end, and he wouldn't blink. The knock at the door distracted him. He removed his coat, covering her with it, took out noise cancellation buds, and placed them in her ear to block out any unnecessary sound so it wouldn't disturb her peaceful sleep. Jungkook, come in. Tyler entered. His eyes remained stuck to Jungkook's face, especially when he found out his girlfriend was on his lap. He refrained from making his boss mad. Tyler, it's time for briefing. Jungkook, shift the meeting room. It's going to take place here. I don't want her to wake up. Tyler was surely a little taken aback, but he didn't question his boss's decision and left the room after a nod. After a minute, he returned, setting up the projector. Two women and two men entered, setting themselves on the couches. No one questioned his decision. No one looked at Wine. Seems like Tyler warned them beforehand. Good. Jungkook was not the kind of man to accept unnecessary attention, especially when it came to his woman. The meeting took place, everyone discussed their points, presented their slides. Jungkook's eyes occasionally shifted down to Wine, who slept so deeply and peacefully. What he found extremely adorable was her little face clutching tightly onto his shirt as she slept there. Passing these days in office was getting a little tiresome for him lately, even if he was used to it. Most of the times he was forced to take painkillers. This was another thing he noticed. He was feeling quite calm and peaceful today. He believed it was due to one. Shall he call her daily and watch her sleep while he works? Surely, this one woman held an effect on him and his heart, nothing else could. Laya, if you are to proceed with this, we might need to discuss these points with our collaborators. I have listed them down in there. Please have a look at this later on. Jungkook, thank you for your work. You all may leave. After confirming a few things, I'll have Tyler let you know if you are to proceed with this or not. Everyone stood up taking their things and left the room. Tyler stayed by the door and looked at Jungkook for further command. Jungkook, remove the projector later. I want you to postpone everything that is scheduled for the next 2 hours. Turn off the light on your way out. He bowed, turned off the light, and left. Jungkook removed his coat off Ryan. For today, just for today, he was going to give himself the luxury of enjoying during his office hours. He picked mine up and walked over to the couch, turning it into a bed and placed her down. Once he locked the room, he laid beside her, taking her in his embrace. The dark room, warm embrace, and her soft snores. It was everything he ever needed. Jungkook unknowingly slept there. So after 2 hours, when Ryan woke up, only to find him asleep, it was such a surprise for her, yet she was really happy. He always took his work quite seriously, neglecting his health for that. She quietly slipped out of his arms and fixed her clothes, her hair, and then stepped out of her room. Suddenly, the setup had turned more of a home than an office. She requested Tyler to bring them coffee, then came inside when she received it. Jungkook was awake by the time. Wine, did I wake you up? Jungkook, no, I woke up before you did. I was just too lazy to open my eyes. She chuckled, happy to know that he let himself loose for once. Wine, here, coffee. It will help you. Jungkook, thank you, love. He pulled her on his lap again and back hugged her. Wine, Cookie will get so mad at me for coming home so late. Jungkook, he won't eat you. Wine, what if he does? Jungkook, I'll throw him out. She glared at him. Of course. It was clear that if he even lay a wrong eye on her little rabbit pet. Jungkook placed several kisses on her neck, up to her jaw and cheek, before the two enjoyed the warm coffee in silence, drowning in each other's affection and love.